Hello everybody, Anarchistic ALLOS here, also Sketching Creations. Today we're back in Half-Life 2 / Gary's mod, where today, this time, we're looking at another bit of a different map from Zelda. And now, we find ourselves on the Sandship, probably the best dungeon from Skyward Sword. However, it's also Minecraft. There was a bit of an explanation for that. Basically, the Sandship is my favorite dungeon in Skyward Sword, so I really wanted to remake it, but at the time, I was not confident in my own ability, so I remade it in Minecraft. And then I remade the Minecraft remake in Source. A little bit of a twisty turn. You know, it's a bit derpy, but hey, we're out here in the neighborhood of Sand Sea. I mean, it's still just a regular sea. You can see down below. Now I have another version of this map that's publicly available, but this version is not publicly available. Also, here's a ladder I can actually use. Hooray! Yeah, so this version of this map is not publicly available. You know, if anyone's interested, you could just tell me and I'll release it. Anyways, something that this version has that the other one doesn't is that if I shoot, zip lines. It's like magic. Climb across the sails like you would in Skyward Sword. It's not magic. See here, use my time shift stone, just some nether portal blocks. Go up here. You got a button instead of a sword slot, because like I don't have any way to do a sword slot. Press the button, and now this time shift stone is encased in glass. Although it's not airtight though. Here's though, and you can pull it back out too. This little thing. You can also go back down. By the way. I thought that would restart the music, I guess not. Because now we're on the back sail and come back here. Here's a hookshot target, which is made out of redstone, lapis, iron, and obsidian. And back here is where you would find a piece of heart, I think. There's no pieces of heart here, though. You can't stand in the back of the ship, though. You try to do this action right here in Skyward Sword, and Link would just slide right off the boat, which is painful. So you can see the boat's material choices are a little bit gaudy, like lapis and redstone. It was before Mojang added like concrete and stuff like that, which is a lot nicer. It's a bit earlier days in Minecrafting. Got these fans here. Fancy. I'll start here going to Captain's Quarters. See here. Captain's Quarters. It's a bit more furnished than the original. Let's make it look nicer. Got proper furniture. Also doors. This is a nice door. See, it adds some extra creative liberty. It's like there's a wall here with a door. I rather like these glass doors they made. Let's just go through here. There's regular furnishings, nothing odd here. Just tables and shelves. Let's go this though. I doubled up the puzzle here because the room was too wide. There's got a grate here we can't pass through. So what do? Shoot the button. So now we're back here. Here's where the beamos would be. So we got here, got a wall redstone and a wall repeater. Yes, this is very illegal, I know. I wonder if Phoenix SC has ever done this before. Wall redstone. Anyways, hit the button again. Here's where the boss key would be. And indeed, we have a boss key, question mark. You have another star. Also, it's a double, triple ender chest. It's also, yes, I know it's also illegal. anyways. We'll get through this door. We'll take this with us. We're gonna need it later. And now we go below decks. Can I peacefully use this ladder? Oh, buy star. Here we go. Yeah, the ladders in this map are a different entity type, so I can actually use them. Use an arc rating. It's double lattice. And we're back here. See, there's some more creative liberty in that. I added a second staircase here to make it symmetrical, to be more pleasing. Go out here. Here's where the mini boss fight is with the robot. Skirvo. I think it's Skirvo. Okay, here's the other one's Dread Fuse. You fight the mini boss to get the bow, but you can't shoot the thing from here. There's a lever there, but that's not what I'm looking for. I think there's like a button on the mast. I didn't include that. Also, you can jump over the railing. And also, yes, the deck is made of pistons. Why? I don't know. So just look at this boat. Get it, majestic? Anyways, head back inside. Take another star with us. Got a Triforce instead of the Nehru symbol. You know, as I'm working with brushes here, so I cheated a little bit. Can go through here. There's more doors. Added another doorway over there. It's for symmetry again. So I got these jail cells here. Now, unlike in the actual game, you can't just shoot at the time shift stone to get through here. In fact, you can't shoot at it at all. So you can't do this puzzle, but instead, there's an outside switch that toggles these. You know, if you notice, the closed cell has more space all the time. Anyways, so walk on through here. You got these side rooms where there's puzzles. Can't get in right now because there's grates blocking the way. Going to the other doors then. We got a piston pressure plate, which I know is also illegal. A chest here on the way. Move out the way, mate. Now, you shoot the button. As you notice, there's redstone, more sideways repeaters there. When you hit the button, it lights up. Little details. These weird transformer things. Also, another creative thing. I added windows with the portholes. Just regular old windows. No power sealed things this time. Go around. Now we're back here. Got the generator activator things. Let's push that in. As you can see, there's also like pistons in there. Use redstone blocks and pistons. See, it lifts up like that. Also, another additive I added is that there's crew's quarters. Is where all the crewmates sleep. So ignore the bottomless beds. This is a cubely original area I added myself, just for fun. Go up here. Use your brewing. Here's some broken water. Some pistons. Also, these gratings go at an angle. And yes, I know it's also cheating, but like, hey, it's my map. Here's the galley where you cook all the food. I don't know what food robots could need, but hey, be all accommodating. And there's another door over here. We can go through the cheat to the other side. But I'm not. Instead, I'll show off this. Blast door seal. Because why not? You just seal off that door from this side and head back to the other side then. Just lock ourselves out of the crew's quarters. You don't need to go back in there ever again. Let's now redo the puzzle on the other side. So now we do a little bit of this. You put a chest on it. Just like that. Now, and activate the other thing. So we got this right here. And a double lever. Now, since you can't sprint jump up the walls in this game, how are you supposed to pull it down? Well, I got this. A little finicky. There you go. Just like that. Here's a door unlocked. Anyways. So now we head below decks even more. Also, after powering on both those generators, you have another extra door here. You see this is that white space of the ship. Here's a note box storage. Get another window. And some fresh sea air. You go to the other side. This little sitting area where you can just chill, unseen. I think it's relaxing. Just lay back here in the darkness. No one can see you. They'll probably hear you though, with that grating that's right next to it. Because now we head to the bottommost floor. More fancy doors, good fancy corridors. Got log stairs, which are also illegal. And here's our bird statue now, with just 2 stone blocks. I can just split apart like that. And now, you might see what this nether star is for. However, I'll put it off right now. So over here is the treasure hold, which normally you get out from below. But here it's not the same case. So here's a padlock here, locking a normal door. Now how do we get in then? Well, you'll see. Anyways, go towards the break. There's another door here. I'll get that in a second. Now here's the break. It doesn't really work the same as in an actual map. Also, there's slope ladders. Anyways, this is kind of a weird thing I just did. I don't know either. It's giant item frames of iron ingots. You should come in here, but there's nothing in here. Just chests. There's nothing in the chests at all. So you are able to insert all these, and if you do, I think all the doors do reclose. It's like, have fun doing that though. It's like very persnickety. See, it wants to fall back out. Can't really stop it. Anyways, here's the break right here. If we brought a hook down here, I could also open this one, but like, what's the point? It's just the back door here. I'll come back to that though. We go to this extra room. And we have a central control center that I made purely for. It's not our original room. I did this just for fun. So these are all live camera feeds of the actual map itself. So like if someone's out on the deck, you will be able to see them. These buttons here, you press all the buttons. The right button turns it off, while the left one turns it back on. Fancy screens. The big one, right here. Also, you press the buttons on the big console, it turns off all of them at once. Little fancy thing I did. Because here's a door out of this room. It's back here. And it goes behind the jail cells, because there's no floor passage here. There's another lever right there you can pull down. Anyways, now we head back out to the boss door. Have you figured out yet how we get inside the treasure room? There we go. Let's break the lock in half. Now we're in the treasure room. Look at all this gold. Look at here. Diamond. Look at all the diamond. Well, I thought that would knock all of them out. I just made a very short diamond. Look at all the diamond. So much diamond. So much of it. All the gold we can want. Yeah. All the gold. Yeah, anyways, with that, you might be wondering what happened to the lower levels of the ship then. Well, if I just go back upstairs, gets me the window you'd access them from normally. Doesn't really seem to be anything here. And indeed, there is nothing here. If we go inside, I did not make the bottom level of the ship, the engine levels, because it didn't work. So I omitted those. I'm in the darkness now. As you can see, the water is inside the ship technically. This is how the source water works. Anyways, and then we have this. The Bostrom generator. Well, however, it just kind of like it's just this. There is nothing else. Also, I didn't show this, but I came up here. Here's where Nehru's flame would be. You pull this lever. There she be. It's very derpy, I know, but hey. I tried for the Minecraft aesthetic. Anyways, it's one more visit, this little detour. And now we're in the real Sandship. See here, it's actually a realistic version. See, actually it looks like the actual thing. Also, it's smaller rocks out in the distance. And also, you can even actually just leave normally. Get out on the dock here. Not very nice. Try to leave, however. You can't. Here's a shield that prevents you from leaving. So we can appreciate the whole ship from here. It looks a lot nicer, doesn't it? Look at that. Very nice. It looks a lot nicer than the original version, but however, it does come with a little bit of a problem, which I'll address later. Anyways, I can't climb that ladder. The days of climbable ladders are over. Darn you, source. Also, I can't climb the mast. Because I made it out of log mods this time, so there was no parts to climb. I could do feasibly. You use a time shift stone. If you shoot it, we get the music back. Nice. Let's look at the same thing. Think of the same order we did last time. See, it's a lot smaller also. See, like these fans are tiny. Can one's a lot more faithful to the original. Here's our save statue. Now for this right here, this works a little bit differently. Well, basically, you can't interact with the time shift stone this time. So in order to get through this, there's a little wall module you can hit to open the field briefly. However, these are insta-kill, and it's very easy to accidentally fumble it up. Anyways, now we have these floor switches that we saw in the first video of the series, the first episode. Here's what they were made for. Here's what they were made for. Anyways, the map is a lot smaller now, maybe a bit too small. Anyway, so we're just gonna open this. But there's no boss key this time. I'll just close that behind me then. Anyway, so let's come over here. Then we go below decks. Anyways, now we just head below decks here. Now we have the actual Nehru symbol. It's made out of organic materials from the texture browser. Kinda nice. Anyways, now the ship is actually more accurate though. There's no extra door. Go through the jail cell. Okay, sorry about the cut right there. I had to go attend to something. So now, anyways, now we're in this hallway, which is quite a bit affected. Yeah, you notice the workshop post they have of this map tags it as being mini, and well, it's kind of for a reason. Like, if you might notice, this hallway is kind of like too small now, which we'll see how that affects it in a bit. First of all, I don't have a fan on the wall here. It's just plain old hole where you shoot the switch. This door is locked, so hit that, and now it's open. Yeah, it is rather too small, because this fan doesn't turn at all. Also, it has a weird collision model. Like, wait, is the actual collision? Okay, the frame is not. Okay. There we go. This fan model is awkward collision. Now we can get back here, and well, now I have the actual puzzle thing that you have for this part, but like, I don't have anything to stick into it. So I'm gonna do the next best thing and use what I have. Mifa, you're gonna help us one way or another. Let me just try to orient this right. There we go. Now stick it in there. Get it in there. Now come on, all the way in. I know you can get in there. There we go. Bingo, bingo. There we go. The ceremonial trident has been inserted. Now that one's active. So now we go to the other room. Yeah, it's also way too small. Anyways, you have this button right here. See, these portholes are closed. They were closed in the other room too. Do this. Now these open. That allows you to go down to the break, but we need to go this way, so I'm always scared I'll get stuck in a door frame there. Because everything stopped again, but we can start it back up from here, conveniently. There's no actual time shift functions, but we can at least have music if I can aim correctly and use a crossbow. It might. Is that even it, actually? Here we go. Alright. Get another light skill. Get the light skill tried in now. What? Oh, I accidentally hit it somehow. Alright, I don't have any handy barrels, so let's use this lever. Okay. God dang it. Okay, hold on, let me turn it around so I'm oriented in the correct way. There we go. Insert the light skill trident now. Brilliant. Now that's all active. Got this lever here that unlocks the door. Also, by the way, this lever right here, it's the same lever I used in my Canada High Gymnasium map. It's retextured, even pumped. There's a piece of equestrian grills in this map all along, you didn't even know it. Same lever, go look at it if you don't believe me. Anyways, so now we powered on the side generators, so let's head downstairs. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit cramped. So now we're down on the lowest normal tier. Here's another bird statue. Here's this, which I made these window frames a little bit more modern than they actually are in the game. Just because maybe I'm a little bit too obsessed with this plastic texture from all this sort of things like Portal 2 and such. I might be a little bit too obsessed with it, but I like how it frames nicely. You know, as you can see in the treasure room, it's more technically more populated than the original, but it's still not all that interesting. You see the chests back there. Anyways, the boss door is also different, and it's not quite the boss door. Yeah, I kind of spared expenses with this one. Get this all set up again. But now, get the brake lock again. Anyways, I could go in there, but there's literally nothing in there. It's just what you see. So I'll just leave that be. Come around. There's no room for a monitor room this time. So we go straight to the brig, where the puzzle hasn't quite been restored, but it's still kind of more accurate. Got the wheels in the floor, but they don't mark anything. Then here's that one room where you had to hit the directional lock. It's a chest. I forget what's in this chest in the actual dungeon. Is it the map or is it a key? I don't remember. Anyways, though, here's the brig itself. Again, I could go in there right now, but it's not on purpose. But you look down and see the engine room. You see the pistons are moving. So we activated using the tridents back upstairs. So why don't we just go down there? Alright, so we got back to this room. Also, I didn't show it before, but now I have the lifeboat in. Actually, let me just quickly clip up and show you. I completely ignored it. Here, get the lifeboat, hit this. Almost just like the original game. So you kind of get stuck in the boat's collisions, because, like, you know, it's an awkward Half-Life 2 physics prop. Also, actually, while I'm still on this note, go back upstairs. Show you. I don't remember if I showed the back area, but it's here. There's no hookshot target this time, but hey, it still exists. Anyways, get back on the lifeboat. And just head back inside. Something that's also probably a tell that this map is too small is the fact that we have to crouch through these windows to fit. Will Link's entire body standing fits. Anyways, now I'm down here in the water. You might notice immediately, you know, the game. There's something wrong here. There's something quite a bit wrong here. I'll address that in a bit. Also this, I'll address this a bit in a bit as well. Just get inside. Ignore that. There's a force field, it's fine. Anyways, now you're down here in the engine room. This whole gauntlet of piston things. Ladders I can't use. Anyways, it is quite possible to die here, so you know, don't do that. I get a little nervous in this part. Ow. Yeah, guys, I'm scared that will happen. Anyways, there's also no whip thing you can use to swing across. And there's no ladder, so we just gotta no clip up. But anyways, the ladders don't work for me. Use the chests, I don't have anything. Just to address, by the way, the whole ladder problem, since I've been not saying anything about up to this point. The reason why the ladders are finicky, because there are like two different ways you can make ladders, and for some reason one of them is mixed about whether or not it actually exists in base Half-Life 2. It doesn't work until you put it in Gmod. I don't know why that is. There's funk ladder, and then there's the point ladder endpoint, I think, or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, though, it's a weird thing. If you don't know mapping, you won't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, just wait for the pistons to rise. Pull this lever, and that raises that crate. And now we just go into the vent, which is not solid. Like just totally a thing you'd see in some other game. What game that is, I won't say. Now we come back up here to the brig, just like in the original game. Slam the thing, don't die. This one's a bit more tricky because it's outside. And now we're back here. Anyways, yeah. Is that everything to see here? I also might as well show it. We still got this pointless dead end like the original dungeon does. It's like, what would the ancient robots even use this dead end for? Really? What were they thinking when they built the ship? It's like, was the ancient robots that built it, right? And there's a goddess wall here in the original game. Who knows how that got there? Maybe the goddess herself stamped it on. Anyways, these nice counter-strike railings. You can look down below. I completely ignored that when I was down in that room earlier. Anyways, though, also, I remade these textures by eye. Textures for the railing and face. It's a little low res. I drew it in paint.net, but hey, it served its purpose. Anyways, I think I'll just cut it off right there then. I don't think I've missed anything. Anyways, the next video we'll look at some more maps. So my name is ALLOS, also known as Sandship Creations. But I almost forgot. Wait, show you Nayu's frame. It looks quite a bit nicer than the other version of the map, the Minecraft version. A little bit derpy still, but hey, it looks a lot nicer still. You got the goddess crest just floating. It's a texture now. Isn't that nice? Anyways, though, I'll cut it off right there then. In the next video, we'll look at some more maps. So my name's ALLOS, also known as Sandship Creations, and I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.